So what's up guys, Sam here and welcome back to the February edition of the top Android apps. Today I have a set of super cool and functional apps, some that you've probably never heard of as well. So with that, get your phone ready and let's get started. So first up we have FlyLink, which is actually a web browser application but with a super neat trick up its sleeve. So if you're in an app that presents to you a URL that you want to visit, which no doubt happens probably every single day to us all, and then you click on that link, this will normally take you to either an inbuilt browser or to the default browser on your phone. But what FlyLink does instead is it opens that URL in a floating browser that stays on top of whatever application you were in. If you then want to close that page completely, all you have to do is drag the floating icon to the trash can and you're done. So basically this is a web browser for people who love to multitask like a king. Not only does this clean up your workflow big time, it will also make it really easy to quickly refer to information between different applications that don't feature the multitasking split screen view that comes with Android 7.0. It's also just a really clean Chrome-like browser, so a nice design with attractive animations. And without a doubt, if you're someone who is just feeling the need to have more efficiency in your life in the way of multitasking, go and grab FlyLink and start browsing. After that, we have quite possibly the most unique note-taking app that I've ever come across, and that is Notegrafite. Now, the actual taking of notes element of this app is fairly standard, nothing too groundbreaking here, but once you have finished your note, Notegrafite will take what you've written and transform it into a visually stunning artwork for you to then save to your gallery or even share to your social media pipelines to share the inspirational love. So there's over 40 templates for you to pick from, each of which have been created by some of the leading graphic designers in the world, and I've just never really come across a note-taking application that puts a really cool creative twist on it such as this. It genuinely makes you feel like you've been quoted as this modern day artist. Take a look and get creating. Next up we have Genie Screen Lock and App Lock, which is a personalization app that provides the ultra form of security to your phone, and huge shout out to these guys as they have been nice enough to sponsor this video. So you could just use this app as a lock screen replacement, and it's a pretty slick one at that, but jumping in a little deeper makes it a little more obvious as to what makes this app so unique. So firstly, whilst you do have the option to use a standard pin pad to unlock your phone, you can actually take things a stage further by using their super unique pin pads. Basically, these pin pads are designed so that nobody can see or steal whatever your passcode might be. The pin pad has 4 buttons with a set of numbers in each, and you just have to press the buttons that contain your number. But the cool thing is, each time you go to unlock your device, the numbers actually reshuffle themselves, so there's no way anyone can steal your password by just looking over your shoulder. There's also a super wicked intruder selfie feature, which basically takes a photo using your phone's selfie camera whenever someone inputs the wrong password, which will then be presented to you the next time you unlock your device. Aside from that, perhaps my favorite feature of this application is the app locker. So you can set up any application you so desire to trigger your PIN whenever it is launched. So say you want to protect friends or random people from being able to access your photos, then simply activate them in the settings, and from there on out, whenever anyone tries to launch that app, the PIN pad will show up. But other than that, it's just a really clean security and lock screen app with plenty of room for customization. The lock screen itself has a bunch of really useful features like real-time weather information, music controls, a toolbar to access different toggles and shortcuts and so forth. So definitely check this app out if you get the chance. So staying with personalization, the next app on our list is the Delta Icon Pack, which I recently discovered thanks to you guys submitting your setups for the best Nova Launcher setup series. As you can probably see, these icons are super eye-catching and will definitely add a really slick look to just about any setup you use them in. Now, it's fairly early days for this icon pack in the sense that there's only around 800 different icons supported at this time, but the icons that aren't supported don't tend to stick out like they do with other, more specialized icon packs. So trust me when I say that it's worth downloading and checking out. On top of that, it has a fairly wide range of super high quality wallpapers for you to pick from. So without a doubt, if you're in the market for a fresh icon pack, definitely check Delta out. Following that, we have a productivity app entitled ControlF. And for those of you out there who know exactly what the ControlF shortcut does on your computer, then you can probably take a guess as to what this app does. For those who don't, this app basically takes away the need to trawl through super text-heavy documents when you're trying to find something quite specific by using your phone's camera to analyze documents, which then lets you search that document using your phone for any keywords you might be interested in. So you might have a hard copy college textbook or a contract or anything you can think of, and as long as you can take a photo of it, you can search it. It is probably worth noting that this app can't analyze handwritten notes, but aside from that, this app is super useful and worth trying out. And And last up on our list today, we have Hocus, a puzzle-based game that has some breathtaking sound effects and music, along with a really soothing style of gameplay. So this is an indie game that takes an MC Escher style approach to each of the levels, with each being a super trippy perspective and illusion-based puzzle that you have to navigate the little red square character through. It has this really clean, minimal design to the entire thing, which just adds to the gaming experience, and the gameplay is super simple. You can either tap or swipe to move around the puzzles, and like I said, the music is just ultra relaxing and really well designed. Take a listen. Aside from that, most of you will probably know that I'm a really big fan of games that don't make you feel trapped and overly addicted, yet can also be great time fillers too, and Hocus certainly fits the bill for both aspects. Definitely worth checking out in my opinion. But aside from that, that pretty much wraps up this video. Hopefully you enjoy these apps, and as always, links to each of them will be in the description below. But aside from that, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you later.